This video is going to be everything that I no longer buy as a multi-millionaire. What's going on, guys? If you're new to the channel, my name is Ravi Abuvala here in beautiful Costa Rica. I have created a business in the past 3 years called Scaling with Systems that does 8 figures in revenue. And what I have noticed is that as I have made more money, there has been an inverse relationship with the things that I buy. In layman's terms, that means that as I take home millions of dollars a year after taxes, I am now spending less money on things than I did back when I was earning just a few $1,000s a month as a waiter. I'm gonna walk through in this video what those things are that I no longer buy and what I've replaced them with, but really quickly, I wanna touch on why. I just was literally sitting here thinking about why I was doing that. And I think the bottom line comes down to my value that I put on time. So what do I mean by that? I mean that back when I was working as a waiter, I was in college, or I was doing beach chairs back in my hometown, I didn't have a lot of value on my time. I would literally simply, happily, and easily trade an hour of my time for $10, $20, $30 in exchange for it. Because I didn't value my time in order to earn that money, then I didn't value the money itself, so then I would buy it, I would spend it on stupid things, right? I'd spend it on, stupid designer clothes. I would spend it on, I'll discuss all the things that I no longer buy here in a moment, but the idea behind it is that because I did not actually value the importance of my time, and I thought that I had, like many young people do, I thought I had just an infinite amount of time left, then it didn't really matter to me because I could always quote unquote make more money, or I always had more time to make more money, and so I wouldn't mind trading it. As I have now gotten a little bit older, I've built businesses, I've hired teams, and I've done a little more personal development journeys myself, I've realized the importance of time and how it is literally the most finite asset in the world. And because of that, if I'm going to buy something, it needs to be incredibly important, or it needs to help me get back more, not money, but time, because that is the thing that is that we only have a finite amount of. It's the most valuable thing in the world. So without further ado, the first thing that I wrote down on my list of things that I no longer buy as a multi-millionaire is gifts. Now, before you go, oh my God, it's Mr. Grinch who stole Christmas. He doesn't buy gifts for anybody. The reason I don't buy gifts anymore is pretty simple. I'm fortunate enough that in my family, I am kind of like the breadwinner, right? So I earn the most amount of money in my family, and because of that, I've been able to take care of people in my family. And but also because of all of that, every single year it comes to Christmas or birthdays or Easter or April Fool's Day, and every single time I know that there's people in my friends and family, direct inner circle, that cannot afford to buy gifts. Yet because of some weird rule that you have to buy gifts for people, I have literally family members that will go into debt and not be able to pay their rent next month because they have to buy me a gift or somebody else a gift. And I know that there's this weird law of reciprocity that if I buy them a gift, they don't buy me a gift, then they feel bad and they feel awkward. So I just made a rule a few years ago that I no longer buy gifts for anybody else. Now, that's for most holidays. That doesn't mean that, I won't buy something nice if it's like an anniversary. It doesn't mean that I don't take care of other people, because what I actually now spend my money on is experiences. So, that's my girlfriend laying in the bed over there, probably judging me making my YouTube video. And I, got us this beautiful house in Costa Rica for 7 days, an experience that we have together. And like my friends and my family, I invest more in experiences so I can spend time with them doing fun things, not buying ticky-tacky stuff that no one's gonna ever use in a few days or a few weeks or a few months. The second thing that I no longer buy as a multimillionaire are clothes. I actually don't even wear them anymore. Look, you can see right here. I'm just kidding. No, I am wearing bathing suit shorts. No, I don't buy clothes anymore because I think there was this weird time where I had no money. I was buying stupid clothes and I was buying clothes that were not good quality. I started making a little bit of money, and then I started buying designer clothes like Gucci and Fendi and all these different things. I call it Hermes. My creative director makes fun of me because I call it Hermes sometimes. I know it's Hermes or Hermes, but now I literally just buy. I have not bought new clothes in I don't know how long. All I pretty much wear is Zara and Lululemon. Those are and Vibraquin are these shorts right here. Literally the only things that I buy because I think they're high quality, and all the clothes that I wear are very, very plain. It's just black, white, color, or 1 or 2 different colors. I don't like wearing big Gucci stuff on my chest. I don't like wearing Ralph Lauren polos. If you've watched any of my other YouTube videos, all I wear the entire time are just my Scaling with Systems t-shirts, my company t-shirts, and khakis. And we just came to Costa Rica for 7 days, and anywhere my girlfriend and I travel quite a bit, And I can't tell you the last time that we checked in a bag, because literally all we do is just take one carry-on. I take about 3 days worth of clothes, and then we just recycle that over and over again, because I don't really care about clothes. They don't really serve me that much, other than obviously just cover my body. So that's something that I wish that I maybe saved. Like, I have a Gucci backpack that I've used maybe 4 or 5 times in my entire life. So I'll probably end up reselling that because I don't think it's that valuable. Number 3 is going to be alcohol and drugs. I used to happily take my paycheck as soon as I got it from my waiting job or somewhere else, and I would go and I would immediately cash it. I'd get some cash and I would go buy weed, or I would go out with my friends to the bar afterwards and I'd go start drinking. And once again, I was literally putting off my future. I was putting off my dreams, my aspirations, my goals, because I would go get high or drunk, and then I wouldn't feel bad that I'm not where I wanted to be. Then I'd wake up in the morning, feel a little bit hungover, a little lethargic, so I'd sleep in. And then by the time I woke up and I wanted to start being productive, I had to go back into work the next day. And so alcohol and drugs not only were a waste of money, but going back to the time thing, they were a waste of my time. So I stopped doing alcohol and drugs. I'm not saying I never do alcohol and drugs anymore, but it's like I probably drink less than 6 times in a calendar year. So I do it considerably less because I value my time so much more. And the feeling that I get after I do something like that, maybe in the moment I feel happy, but the next day feels terrible. So once again, has nothing to do with the money. It's more about how much time I'm losing by doing something like that. Number 4 is going to be short-term investments. Back when, once again, I wasn't afraid to trade my time for my money, I was always looking for the next quick fix. I was looking to be a millionaire in like 7 to 10 days. A lot of, I see people doing day trading, or they're trading cryptocurrencies, altcoins, and NFTs. They know almost nothing about any of the information there, but they have an idea that there's a possible chance that they may get rich. So they're willing to invest a small amount of money in order to make it happen. The risk reward profile they think is low. But what I notice with short-term investments is it's not the amount of money that you can get that is the great thing about short-term investments. What I've noticed is that it's the amount of time you're sacrificing to potentially get that thing. So I have day traded, I have leverage trade cryptocurrency before. I've actually made almost $750,000 leverage trading cryptocurrency, but then I lost it all. And I spent so much time worrying about it, setting it down, opening things and checking it when I was on vacation, checking when it was my birthday, because I was so worried that I was gonna miss a swing and I was gonna lose all my money. And that's actually ended up exactly what happened. And because I was so short-term sighted, I didn't value time. I was wasting the time that I had currently instead of building something like my business that I have now that produces me hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on autopilot, right? I still work in the business, but not nearly as much as I did before because I put some work up front and now it's producing for me. Same thing with another long-term investment such as stocks or real estate or even cryptocurrency if you're doing it for a long term, if you're hodling out there. So short-term investments was a big mistake that I did early on. And the final thing that I no longer buy is crappy food. This may seem obvious to a lot of people, but I still see plenty of millionaires that are like 350 pounds overweight and they have absolutely no energy. I hang out with some of them every once in a while. And I'm not disrespecting anybody, and if that's what you want to do, all props to you. But going back to the value that I put on time, if I don't have energy every single day to get up and live life to the fullest, then what is the point of even having money in the first place? I'd rather focus on getting my health right before I focus on getting my money right. So I have just, in my own personal experimentation, I have learned how important it is to have food actually fuel your energy so I can spend my time doing money-making activities. And for example, like this morning, I woke up at 5:30. I was able to do all my money-making activities early, and I got it out of the way. And then now I've just been hanging out at the pool. We're about to go down to the beach. So because I eat well, I have enough energy to then go have more free time. I'm not trading my time for my money, and I'm not trading crappy food for my time, if that makes sense. So it's actually really incredible if when I open my fridge at my house and all I have is just absolutely clean, healthy food. I've optimized myself so that I know I'm not perfect. If there's a bag of Doritos in front of me or there's a pizza, my team and my girlfriend will tell you that I will destroy a pizza faster than anybody else. So I just don't even buy it in the first place, so I don't have to tempt myself for it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 5 things that I no longer buy as a multimillionaire and the reasons why I don't buy them. If there's something on that list that you wanted to ask me if I buy it or not, or maybe you disagree, or maybe you do agree, make sure you comment down below and let me know. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys in the comments. I check them all every single day personally. Also, if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet, please be sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and also check this additional video on the screen here so you can learn my morning routine, which also changed as I started making more money. I'll see you guys in that video.